Now Fox. Pass to Vassell. Shot clock at 5. Shot to stop the run. De'Aaron Fox. And that's good.
Look at how planted Fox is. He's primed to shoot the moment he gets it.
Brown. He takes it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Second team foul.
Here's Castle. Outside for Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. Fades. And it's White with the rebound. Celtics leading by 5. Porzingis with the ball. Outguarded by Wembanyama.
I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Joe Mazzulla. David.
Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Third team foul.
On defense, the Celtics. Wembanyama, no good. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
Now here's Brown. And here is Tatum. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Lays it up and banks it in.
How about Tatum shredding the D with his passing? So effective in pick and rolls.
Here's the screen. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. 23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Here's Castle. Nothing on the board. Vassell outside. Fox inside the line. Kept alive. Wembanyama. And so it's the Boston Celtics bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Celtics, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Ball's knocked loose and taken away by Paul. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. They set the pick. Kicks it out to Paul. For the 3. It's good from long range. Paul's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for San Antonio. And here's Porzingis. White, wide open. He fires. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Kicks it out to Paul. To the paint. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
The textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
A shot by Paul, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Pass to Champagny. They set the pick. There's Mamu Kelishvili. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. Here's Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the middle. Porzingis is doubled. Inside. Shot clock at 6. The three from Tatum. Boston again missing. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Wembanyama, a screen. Nobody near Barnes. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Outstanding vision there from the Latvian. Porzingis showing he can read the floor, capable of setting his guys up.
Wembanyama, a screen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step back three, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Screen by Porzingis. And here's Tatum for three.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Wembanyama, left side. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Back to Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Assisted.
Wembanyama's got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs. Back to Tatum. There's Tatum's range on display.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Wembanyama, a screen. Pass to Barnes. Outside for Wembanyama. The alley-oop. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Spurs out in front, up 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Tatum looking around. Outside, White. Back to Tatum. Pass to White. And again, Boston with the triple.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. Down low. Castle. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
San Antonio leading. The rebound by Holiday. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Brown. Vassell grabs the board. To the inside. Stolen by Tatum. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
First team.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, DA. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Tatum takes the three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Boston trailing. Now some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I could see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Vassell outside. Just 5 to shoot. Cancel. Off target from outside. It's to Porzingis. Nice ball movement by Boston. The kick out to Brown. Tatum a screen. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
At line with 1 shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Richard, so many things about Jrue Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
From Jaylen Brown.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
San Antonio trailing here. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 12. And stolen by Vassell. And Fox with a clear path to the basket.
That's impressive. Vassell nabs the steal, and right away he's got that fast break pushing.
To the middle. Here's Brown. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Brown's got it all tied up now for the Celtics. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. Pass to Castle. Now here's Vassell. He's covered by Brown. Good on the bucket. 14 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Vassell outside. Pass to Castle. 5 on the clock. Fox from outside. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. 35 seconds left in the third. Wembanyama, a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
Man, this kid has all the confidence in the world. Wembanyama stayed under control just in time to beat the clock.
Brown outside. Back to Tatum. The screen from Brown. Outside Tatum. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. He comes away.
The Spurs, 41.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fox with it. Inside. And that one's good. Barnes has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Spurs. Here's Brown. And the shot goes in.
Night in, night out, Brown just makes plays.
It's Vassell on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Right side Tatum. And the rejection by Wembanyama. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Fox with it. He's picked up by White. To the inside. Wembanyama. Chalk up 2 there. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 6 now for San Antonio. Outside, Porzingis. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Tatum for 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Takes it off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When he gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Right side, Fox. Wembanyama outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Tatum. Back to Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Porzingis.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
And an intentional foul right there.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Castle. Outside for Wembanyama. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
San Antonio ball.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Wembanyama. Rebounded by the Celtics. Pass to Brown. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And they're moving it up. Here's Castle.
They say the vertical is where Castle lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
Outside, Porzingis. Fox with the steal. Down low. Victor Wembanyama.
Assist.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind. Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Pass to Vassell. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And here's Tatum for three. And the three ball is good. And now just a 5-point Spurs lead.
And this is exactly who Tatum is. Someone who doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Back to Fox. Wembanyama, a screen. Fox goes in. And that one is good. 26 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And so they foul intentionally.
Jaylen Brown. Fourth personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside for Wembanyama. Drills the three-pointer. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comeback. And look, they put this one to bed.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
You gotta love how scrappy De'Aaron Fox is. No matter what kind of challenges he faces in a game, he's never giving less than his all.
Brown outside. To the paint. The kick out to Tatum. Boston, no good that time either. So it's the Spurs now. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Porzingis.